Hi everyone, in this video I want to take you to southern Portugal, where I go quite often to chase waves on surf trips, since it's one of Europe's most consistent surfing destinations. I usually travel here with a large bag, a board bag filled with surfboards, but on this trip I checked out the surf forecast and the waves hadn't seemed too promising, so I decided to leave some room for my climbing shoes, just to have a backup if the waves indeed did run out. Yeah! And that's exactly what happened this time around in Portugal. So after we ran out of swell, I explored one of the local beaches and found not one but a bunch of perfect boulders right on the sand. I didn't have a guidebook or online resources to find problems, so I just went looking at the rock and picked a line that I thought I'd be able to climb. I want to show you 3 of them that were scattered across different sections of the little cove. I found 3 boulders of increasing difficulty, and I think in font grade they would be a 4, a 5, and a 6. But I want to show you the 6 first. The rock was sandstone and had this yellow golden color, which reminded me of the golden bream fish that we'd been eating here in southern Portugal. In Portuguese, the fish is called Dourada, and that name seemed to fit this line. This 6th grade boulder problem was quite technical, with a beautiful use of heel hooks down low to reach the smaller cruxy holds in the middle section, before topping out quite high up on some brittle rock. Topping this problem after working on it for a little while was probably one of the most rewarding feelings I've had in my bouldering career. Coming up with your own line in such a unique place is really something else. This was the first outdoor boulder problem I've come up with. A little later in the day, the sea fog rolled in over the beach and created this beautiful atmosphere. And we went to the other side of the beach where a section of rock had become accessible because of the lower tide. And I really wanted to find a line here because it just looked like the holds were super easy and accessible. So there had to be something to climb. I eventually found a line and I would grade it 4+. If I were in Fontainebleau, that's probably what it would be graded as. And getting up was really easy. The down climb was probably a little bit harder than getting up there, but I love the way to explore the beach with this newly acquired skill that I have, that is climbing. This is the line, I'll just let you watch it for now. So far we had been completely alone on this little beach and we'd had to figure out the lines ourselves until we walked further down and we saw all these people climbing the rock. It kind of looked like a climbing gym. There's so many lines here, it kind of blew my mind. We're leaving the crag now. We just found that one spot with many a boulder, but I thought it was only gonna be the Dourada and then the easy one that I wanted to call low tide. And then we came around the corner and there were like, I don't know, I think there's like 15 lines probably there and a lot of new ones to come up with. We don't have crash pads though, and it gets pretty high. So I don't know, I'll just see what's possible and what's not. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. See you guys. Next morning, we're back for more. Hello. It almost feels like blasphemy to walk on the sand when it's this nice and this early morning when no one else is out. There's no one out. I feel like I'm gonna open the Boulder Gym, the key, turn on the lights, turn on the air conditioning.
Open the nature.
Difficulty-wise, this third boulder problem sits right in between the other two. The holes are still quite accessible, they're nice big jugs, nothing crimpy like the 6, but the line and the beta is a little bit more tricky than the 4. It's not just a ladder going up, you really have to pay attention. So that's why I would grade it a 5. Thank you for tuning in to Sam Learns How to Grade Boulder Problems. Looking back on this whole experience, I realized how special bouldering in a place like this really is. There's no pads, there's just the sand beneath your feet and the ocean at your back for some pure, raw climbing. We're waking up with the planet. We are out here among the elements. Trust me, this is better than anything we've ever experienced. All jokes aside, if you ever find yourself in southern Portugal, bring your climbing shoes. You never know what you might find. If you like our stuff, this video might be where you go next. Thank you for watching. For waking up early and for our camera woman, pastel de nata. Let me feed it to her.